Hi guys, Billy here. It's Monday afternoon. I want to talk about a little bit more about the movement and how to use my old buddy the pendulum here. The last time I was up, I was showing how to spring forward when somebody retreats. Now I want to talk about somebody imposing their will on you and they're inside your space and you got to move. The pendulum tool is a fantastic tool to understand motion simply by the fact that when you swing it at you, it comes at you, right? And it's going to pop you if you don't move. So you can explore all directions, forward, backward, left and right. Then also those angles, those 45-degree angles in the middle of those motions. And the first thing you want to try to practice doing, I'm not going to get into too much forward stuff because I've done that already. I'm going to talk about going to the back and angling on. But what I do is I swing it, for instance, and I'm stepping forward. I can do the full step, or I can shuffle up and back. But one of the things I want to start thinking about is if something's on me quickly, where do I go? How can I move? And the biggest part is, am I in balance to fire a shot, a strike of some kind, or use my limbs effectively? And one of the main reasons that I think about using a pendulum is if somebody comes at you with a knife, this has such a finality to it that it's really important to understand why you need to move and not stand there and block and fight a knife. So therefore, I like to study the pendulum. So allow me to show you a couple of things, all right? And I'm going to stand like this so you can see my feet a little better in camera. So the bag is going to be like 45 or maybe almost to the camera. But the object is when you're stepping, first of all, you want to stand right where the bag hangs by itself. So as you swing it away and it comes at you, you have to move. So the first thing you want to think about is how far can you step straight back? So if it's coming here, now does it clear you? All right? So push here, step away. Now you're standing with your left foot forward, and then try it standing with your right foot forward. How well can you step away? Okay, now as we all know, going straight back any more than one step isn't very useful, especially if we have to engage and able to get around the person that's trying to harm us. So this is where self-defense differs from sport. It's the idea to get the safety, and sport is self-explanatory. So I don't even want that in the mix because that doesn't apply to what I'm talking about. All right, so what you want to do, let's say I'm standing on left foot forward. All right, but I need to end up over here, back away. So what you want to do is take your left leg and step away and step back again. Right? Left foot forward, step away, step back. From this position, I still have my balance and my legs on me. I call them wheels, okay? Springs and wheels. Now if I'm standing left foot forward and I need to end up over here, okay? It's just a simple step away, all right? But if I need to end backwards here, I step away. See, I can still fire a punch, but I'm not directly in line with the bat because notice I'm swinging it away at my face. If I don't move, it pops me in the chin, right? So when I'm here, I step off, I clear it. And when I'm here, I step off, I can clear it. But I'm not in, I don't have anything under me to fire because when we deliver strikes, we're rebounding off the ground. That's how things are delivered. You spring. This is important to understand, which a lot of people don't think about. So this is why footwork is important, but the other part about this is you need to be able to fire from your footwork. If you can't do that, it's useless. Okay? Because then it can just keep stepping up on you. Okay, so going back to the first movement. See, when you come to here, I can bump 1, 2. When I come to here, I can bump and I can spring right back. Okay? When I go straight back, I can bump, I'm off at an angle here. I can come back with an uppercut with my lead leg, or my lead hand, sorry. All right? Step here, boom, 1, 2. Do the same thing when I step here, boom, 1, 2. Okay? A lot of that's going to depend where they end up. Because remember, when somebody comes forward with a blade, and we're not following any kind of a drill format, they're meaning to stick that thing in you, they're going to come for you. Many times they're going to try to grab you and hang on to you so you can't run away. So you see the necessity of being able to understand range and how you can move. And this is the blade coming at me. This is what I want to deal with, the blade coming at me. How can I get in position to deal with it? Okay? And then if we're talking about more than one blade, it's pucker time. So you understand the necessity of motion. So that's what this is about. Use the pendulum and just get used to it. Comes at you, move your feet. Comes at you, move your feet. Practice this in all 4 directions. Turn and face. You're coming this way, turn and face. You could also do what's called a shift or switch stances on purpose. All right? So if I'm going back this way, I start, now I got my right leg forward. Okay? So that would be my right hand too. Or I'm coming this way, I step back now I got my left leg is forward. That's important when you want to think about, are they striking me with their left hand, or are they striking me with their right hand? You're either going to have left foot forward, right foot forward, or your feet are going to be together when you're attacked. This is another reason why ambidexterity is so important. All right? Now, obviously if I want to go forward, I do shift off this way. I do shift off this way. But another reason to be evasive going backwards and using your angle, the triangle backwards, is you get the person extended. When you get the person extended, especially if they have a blade in their hand, you're doing so with motion. If you stand there and block, they still have their base under them. They can present a fight. But if you can get them extended, their balance is compromised, because many times they're going to go over Tony Chin. They're going to have to regroup, and while they're regrouping, you're in an advantageous position. So this is another reason to get people to extend if you can. Avoid being grabbed if you can. So again, the pendulum just serves as a tool to observe motion. Okay, so something's coming at you, boom. All right, this way, shift your feet. Okay, now you can either switch your stances or not switch your stances. That's just something that you should really strongly consider. And when you're using a partner to practice, just have somebody just grab a blade or even a small stick and just walk forward and stick it in you. How do you move? What can you do? All right, then allow them to double up. Then allow them to stick something in you, maybe throw a punch. Stick something in you, maybe throw a kick. From any angle possible. And what you want to think about doing is not fighting back, but get yourself in a position where they're at a disadvantage and you're in an advantage. You want to work on that. And if you don't practice it, you won't do it. You'll end up fighting. All right? And when you're up against the blade, that's not the smartest thing to do. It is not. You know, so this is something that I want to share. And the pendulum is probably one of the best tools that you can. And this could be a tennis ball, a sock with locks, anything. All right? It doesn't really matter. It could be a ping pong ball on a string. But it's a feed, and it's something for you to see and judge range off of based on what you see. And then from there, you learn how to have balance, and then you fire back. All right? And so it's just an invaluable. I did want to take a minute to share this, okay? All right. You can phone me 818-987-1760. Email me, BillyBoston@gmail.com. All right? Thank you very much. Take care. Till next time.